Bismillah, assalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone to another Caliphate Airways live stream. We today are going to be continuing our tour, let's say, around the Middle Eastern countries with a flight that may make some people nostalgic, right? We're back with a 737, our beloved aircraft. I've had enough of the Airbus. Okay, enough of it. Back with a good old Boeing, right in the Caliphate Airways skin. We'll be flying over to Kuwait, and this should be a very interesting flight indeed. Our initial altitude will be flight level 280. We have a cruise index of 41, and we will be carrying around 118 passengers with 6.8 kilotons of fuel and a cargo of 2.6 tons. Our departure time is set to be... What time did I set it? I think I set it at 9:35, which is correct. So, lovely jubbly. Hope you guys are doing well. Ramadan is tomorrow. I decided not to put any changes to the livery just yet. I need to think a little bit more about the changes I want to make, and we'll go from there. We do have a small issue in case you haven't noticed. The gateway, the jetway basically doesn't align correctly. So that's an issue I'll need to fix. Right. But other than that, lovely skin, lovely day. It's a day flight, and that's how we're going to, inshallah, be doing all the streams from now on until Ramadan is finished. And the reason behind it is because we want to make sure that we spend time correctly during this month, the blessed month of Ramadan, and we do not use it up for activities like flight simulation when we have to pray and all that stuff. So in the morning, where everything is a little bit more silent, you don't have to do a lot of acts of worship, obligatory ones, that is. We'll do a quick stream every Sunday, and yeah, lovely. So we're back with a 737. We're ready to enjoy the flight today. It's going to be a very beautiful sector. I do have the Orbex scenery installed in case you were wondering. The airport looks fantastic. Let me see if I can go over to showcase camera. And it looks amazing. The whole city, the airport, the highways, and everything. So, no complaints there. Let's jump into the cockpit. Fantastic. Lovely. So, let's get this bad boy started. So, batteries on, ground power, and electric hydraulic pumps all on. Gear lever down, 3 green, 6 green, and test. Master caution overheat detection. And the fire test. 3 lights, master caution overheat detection checked. Lovely. So, let's cover on our beautiful tablet. And let me quickly see if the sound is good, just to make sure that you guys can hear me. Okay. It is good. You guys can hear me well. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Right. Request data from scene brief. Lovely. We have our details here. And the departure weather 1017 is the QNH. And let's go over to our flight plan. This is our flight plan for the day. So let me get to the route. Pass it. This is a different. This is the one we used to use a year ago. Different format of a flight plan. So I need to see where the actual route is. Oh no, I've missed it. It's here. There we go. So we're going to be taking off at a runway 34 right, taking the 2 loop 2 echo departure, and we're going to be landing at runway 15 left with the Teddy 3 echo arrival. So we're all set up there. Now, let's go over and start loading up this bad boy. So, we will have fuel total. I need the total for fuel 6.838. Obviously, we'll take 7 just to round up. So, looking at some other videos like Flight Deck to Sim and some other chaps, they put the fuel through the FMC. So I've never used GSX with the PMDG, and so they said that you have to manually put it. So 683. Before we do this, I do want to request. Can I go FMC? Pause in it. Yeah. So we have to request. So we have to put the airport here. But before I do that, I want to do some tests over at the back over here. So Mac airspeed test. Check flight recorder. Stall warning. Stall warning doesn't work. And it usually does this for me. The stall warning we have to wait for it to work. Not sure exactly why. Do I have to press for longer? No. Okay. We'll leave it for now, the stall warning. Let's go back. Okay. This one closed. Circuit breakers are all in. They're all in. Perfect. Let's go. So we're in Oscar Tango Hotel, which is Doha. We are at gate Bravo 10. Now let's go next page, grab the left. Oh, we need to, apologies for this. No. There we go. So we'll wait for it to do its thing. Right. I'll delete this. There it is. Put it in there. Go route. Set this one up and flight plan request, sim brief. So set here. And set route. So this one's ongoing now. That's why it's highlighted. But if we are to look here, so FS actions, fuel, it's done the right thing. However, 1, 2, 3, we need 7 tons of fuel to be extra. Route uplink ready. That's fine. We'll click load on this. And in terms of passengers, no payload, yeah, that would be it. Economy 115, 184. Awesome. So activate and execute. Fantastic. Now let's go departure arrivals. So we're taking off our runway 34 right, and we're taking the Tulu 2 Echo departure. Execute that. We will ask from GSX to start the boarding. Boarding requested. Lovely jubbly. Now, arrival. We'll be taking Alice Zulu 15 left. That 3 Echo, was it that 3 Echo? Let me quickly check. Boom, boom. Do I go up or down? Let's see. Routing. There we go. Yeah, that 3 Echo. Lovely. Echo. Now SimBrief doesn't calculate for transitions, so I'll quickly go down here and check. So where are we? These are the winds. Echo. Vita. No, so we're fine. We're fine. Both, everything. Pilot's boarding. I'm already in. Look at me. I'm here. Hey, what are you doing? I'm here. Ah, it feels good to be back in that Boeing, not gonna lie. Right, execute. We'll leave it as is. Back to route. We'll go to legs. Quickly check for flight discontinuities. There we go. There's one. And okay. Performance initialization. Their fuel weight. Now plan 7 point. The plan says 6.8. So we'll do this. Trip cruise and all that. I can request perf in it. We'll just wait for them to. Is it gonna do anything? Oh, there we go. Load. Fantastic. So 27268. I want to see which value this matches up with. By the way, the tablet is fantastic. I mean, we will talk about the huge updates that the PMDG has gotten over the last year. Yeah, so it takes this average wind, so 272068, 272068, and TCOAT is -50. This isn't well. Not sure which value it's getting. Maybe this -049. Passengers boarding and starting. I made it dense, so we should be seeing quite a lot of people walking down. Yeah, because we keep waiting for too long. Right, so let's quickly check whether this works now. Yeah, there we go. The test is done. Lovely. Okay. We will also we will do our N1 limit now. So in order to do this, we'll go here, performance tool, take off, import from OFB, import from aircraft, import weather, and runway 34 right. Lovely, and then we can calculate. So in 190, select temperature 47. So we'll put 47 in here. Normally 47. And trim 5.54. Flaps is 5. We'll go 26K. Perfect. Yeah, no, take off. Flaps 5. CG trim. Okay, so 36, 37, 42. 34, 36, 43. So the first one isn't 37. This is fine. The first one doesn't align with what we have here. So 5.54. I'm not liking it too much here. Not sure what I need to change. Remain correct. See here. Execute. Oh right, do I need to execute 34, 36, 43? Just insert that again. No. LTE, take off. There isn't much. Yeah. Let's request again. See what if something changes. Let's request again. Select temperature TO1. And N1 is 90%. Open ready, load, execute. Okay, that's fine. Execute. And one limit. TO1. Are we on a 24? Okay, because it does say TO1, right? So probably I need to match these up. Yeah, that's better. So 36, 37, 42, 36, 37, 42. There we go. And speeds are in. We're loading the baggage. Let's go outside and check. Fantastic stuff. It's going smoothly so far, so I'm pretty happy. So, yo damper on. Let's go over our uh, overhead panel. So fuel pump one, and then we'll start the APU in preparation for pushback. Our emergency lights are armed, and fasten seatbelt signs can now go on. Moving further, we can start our window heat, and we can also turn our packs to on. Our flight level today will be 280. Fantastic. And we'll set landing altitude a little bit further on. So we are done for now from the we're done for now from the overhead panel procedures. Let's go over to our charts and check out our initial. Let's set up the autopilot panel right now. MCP is it called? So charts, departure, very nice and simple design compared to the Phoenix. Although the Phoenix is a little bit more of a powerful tablet, I'd say. This one just is simple. It's big. You can see everything. You know, it's pretty nice. You love to see it. Alhamdulillah. Tool up to echo. So we taking off 3-4 right to 500 and above at bib. So let's quickly check. So in order to check, we need to go to legs. And then here, we'll switch it over to plan. At bib, 253,000. Okay, so it's predicting we'll be at 3604. But it does have the 336 track at 500, so that's fine. Then Revin, 2000 above. Dembo will be below 4000 unless otherwise cleared by ATC. Then obviously we're going to Debo, and by pattern we need to be flight level 160. So stepping forward. Where do we need to be by one pattern? Okay. Let's quickly check. Pattern will be 19,000, so we will be just fine. Okay. Then Tulip will need to be flight level 180. Obviously, we've already matched it before. Perfect. So back map. The loading should now be finished. Fantastic. I will now operate the jetway. Good point. Our APU is, so we'll start using APU. And yes, we can release ground power. Good. Disconnecting. Perfect. Okay. So now, so our initial climb, but we'll go straight to 28,000, but our initial should be 18,000. Perfect. Our runway heading is 336, so we will add initial to be 336. And our V2 speed is 142, so we'll set that. This is obviously copied by you-know-who, flight deck to sim. He's an amazing pilot and very helpful and very explanatory. Flight directors, go on. We won't arm the auto throttle yet. And obviously we need to set the correct QNH, so let's go back. It's what, 1017. 1017, so let me just quickly refresh it. 1017, perfect. So HPA 1017. Okay. All right. So it looks like we can get ready for a pushback. So backs off, bleeds on. All fuel pumps can come on now. We are refueled and ready to push back. Anti-collision goes on, and we shall request for pushback and departure. We make sure that chokes. The quickest way to check if chokes are, which I think they are, chokes are there. So let's quickly remove the chokes. Let's make sure I have parking brake on because I don't. So the way to put, you press the brakes down and then you click and then you can release the brakes. Copy. So we'll just remove the chokes and make sure that all doors are closed. Ah, this one isn't. See? It's important. Reset the master caution and recall like. Okay. We may be a little bit early. Oh. Okay. Nope. Can't show that. So we're looking good. Okay. We want, oh, good point. We want to face left, nose left. And parking brakes released. Start at will. Okay. We'll wait for her to start the pushback. All right, and ground. All pressure, and two, and one. Engine is now starting. He'll cut off. I have to say, this is a very beautiful add-on. The frames are a little bit off, but it is a rather beautiful add-on. You don't have to select where to park, where the pushback will take you. It just takes you, you know. So that's very interesting, very nice. We'll wait for engine 1 availability. There we go. We can start engine number 2. I have forgotten to set the trim, so we will set it. Don't worry about that. And start the engine. It's at 25 and 2. But let's set the trim. The trim is 5.54. There. Okay. Parking brake set. We're also waiting for a good engine start. Let's wait for the good engine start. There we go. So confirm good engines. Okay, turn off bus. ABU can now come off. Parks auto. Isolation valve to auto and APU bleed to off. Okay. Armed RTO and armed. Flap set to 5. Okay. Flap full down, full left, full right, rudder full left, full right, check. FMC, we haven't verified takeoff speed. Yeah, we have. We've verified them. And actually, I should stay here, and my first officer should be on the legs page now. So menu FMC legs. Awesome. Great stuff. Auto throttle armed, and parking brake off. Oh, preset parking brakes. Oh yeah, because the person there needs to show me the pin. Okay, cool. We saw the pin. We're good now. Okay, it wants to. All right, so taxi, runway turn off lights are on, and we're ready to taxi. Is it just me, or did they take a long time to spool up them engines, dude? It's okay. PMDG doesn't need a lot. Make sure this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, nice. So the good thing about this tablet, you can just zoom in all the way. Oh, I think I misclicked it. Oh no, I clicked it one too many times. My laptop's having a howler. Right. So we'll get out of the way of the may other, some other aircraft may be pushing back, so we'll get out of the way. So we'll just take a left turn here. I do agree with flight deck to sim. The turning rate of the PMDG is horrendous. Not sure where PMDG got that data point from, but it does seem like a Boeing would be a little bit more nimble. Slower to the ground, you can afford to make bigger turns, I guess. Not too sure. Lovely jubbly. We'll try to go for a rolling takeoff. I'll take the next left, yeah. I do think the Boeing does. I think the Boeing tax is better than the Airbus. In all honesty, look at us go. Okay. So the departures, we're pretty much on time. We have 5 minutes left until departure time is due. Obviously, this is looking at my clock, but the in-game clock is about 2 minutes behind. So we will ready. Strobe over to that and 3-4 right. Category 1 checked. You can set this bad boy over there and let's taxi onto the runway. We're ready for departure. Oh, I forgot to reset the fuel flow. Keep everything clean. Rolling takeoff. Chrono start. %. Downward pressure. Stabilized. Wait a minute. Toga. Ooh. Config. Takeoff config. What's the issue? Right. There we go. Probably shouldn't arm the things. Anyways, let's focus on the takeoff. That was a horrible takeoff. I should have done the takeoff. I forgot to do the takeoff config. Rotate. Euro. Quick takeoff. We're on the air. We will not go above 20 degrees. Pitch up. Laps to 2. So we can see the turn better than anticipated. I did forget to turn L and V nav on. Flaps up. Okay. I don't want to climb. We've basically broken one of the rules. Waiting for it to be trimmed. Trimming the aircraft now. The aircraft is trimmed. We can engage. Master caution comes on. Recall, nothing. Reset. And let's go FMC. Check out target. Yep, I'm aware of that. Should work though. There we go. We're good. Legs. Okay. That was a very interesting. That was a very interesting takeoff. Had some issues with the TL config, which I should have checked, and from then on we had issues with climbing. Let's see here. We had issues, meaning I had issues above, but then here you need to be below 4,000. So obviously we had to descend back down. Follow this path, but we will make it so that from now on, next flight we'll have vertical speed to climb. With that said, after takeoff checklist, gear to off position, or brake to off, flaps up, speed brake disarmed, which it should have already been disarmed, and pressure is 2. Set off shed descent, off schedule descent. Oh, off schedule descent. Yeah, that was me. That was my problem. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. It's auto, so we should be okay. We shouldn't have descended, but we did, so our bad. Beautiful aircraft. Beautiful skies. Not so beautiful takeoff, but we'll take it. Been a year. Set this to 10. We're taking, okay, so 3, 4, 5. This will be 3, 4, 5. The frames get better when I leave the airport area. As you can see, there is way smoother than before. But look at this, how beautiful of an aircraft this is. At this point, I will turn on VS and we'll climb at 2928000. They have done a very good job. I mean, I love the Boeing. This is where you know, this is where I learned flight simming. This Boeing here, and over the past year, I'd say last year is when I really started to get realistic with it. Hence, I started streaming and stuff. But I wouldn't say I'm perfect yet. So we got some work to do, inshallah. Obviously, you know, we got to limit our time in the games. They don't really matter, you know. It's nice educational and it's not the worst of games to play. It's definitely quite educational, but we shouldn't put much importance in this. You understand? We should be, we should rather be very, you know, aware of our time spent here. Speed is creeping down, so I'll reduce the climb, help it up. 334. So we're here. Then Patom and then Toulouse. So that is going to be our way there. We're passing 10,000 feet, so climb checklist, lights off. Pressurization is at 4.5, set, and we can release the passengers and the crew. Awesome. At this point, we can remove N1 limit. Is that how you do it? CLB1. Should I delete any? Yeah, so these are the limits we want to delete, and then we'll go over to vertical navigation to continue our climb. So now we'll increase its speed. Look at how fantastic this looks. And it's you can appreciate it a lot more when you are flying during the day, and purely because you can see, the sea and the land. I think these are the most beautiful, other than mountains. I think these are the most beautiful terrains to fly on. When you have land and sea interchanging with each other. All these man-made ports. I would say this is a port, right? What a fantastic simulator. There's no clouds. What happened to the clouds? Okay, standard passing transition altitude. So far, so good. I mean, PMDG is the only company I know that went from FSX to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and they're still just as good, right? PMDG is a old time special. They created Boeings for Prepare 3D and FSX, and now they're creating it for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, hopefully, will have these airplanes be compatible with it. Otherwise, we're gonna have to wait for another 2 years before a new Boeing comes out. So that would be interesting to see. Hence, I don't think. I mean, they're releasing a 777, or they're working on 777 now for the MSFS 2020. So I'm not sure whether they'll be happy with the 2024 release. Um, I expect it to be rather unsure, unsure time for the sim world. But we'll see. It's not that deep, to be honest. Hopefully, if MSFS 2024 comes out and it is appropriately priced, and it does have the performance improvement of having the physics calculated on a separate core, and that does help, then it's worth upgrading. Otherwise, uh, I mean, I'm not going to upgrade unless these requirements are met, and at least the Boeing is compatible. I will not upgrade otherwise. Um, yeah, we're climbing quite well. The climb performance of the Boeing is much better than the Airbus, from experience talking. To lube. 295. Very good frames, I have to say. I'm pleasantly surprised by the frames we're getting. and how everything else looks and feels. Suppose this cockpit looks very good. I like the dark color. It feels a little bit more modern. I mean, there's a lot of switches. The way the switches look here, they're a little bit, less clean looking, but they look satisfying. It's satisfying when that switch here, you can just grab it and then twist it, and it's so satisfying to do so. It looks so satisfying to just twist. I don't know. Oh, I just remember speaking on fuel pumps, we forget to check the crossfeed. Um, we'll leave it for now. I don't know what it will do if we turn it on now. So morning stream today. We don't have the traction that we had in the previous streams, but I think the visuals we're getting are worth it. You know, wow, fantastic. There's a left turn from us. Okay, let's look at where our top of descent will be. Oh, top of climb is this. Why? Why is that? Why so far off? Hold up. Flight level 350. Flight level 400. Huh? Hold up. Have I made a mistake? Do we have step? No, 280, 240. Nowhere does it say. Unless I'm not looking at the right. No, wait, look. Wait a minute. I am not going to flight level 400. The cabin is not pressurized for this. And yeah, we'll keep it 280. Let's quickly check our want to check route. No. Index. Pause. Index. Perf. What? Nah, man. Not level 280. Yeah. That will recalculate everything. There we go. Top of climb. Should be recalculated it. And obviously top of descent will be later on now because we're at a lower flight level. And I do think 280 is low for a flight level. So I will be taking a look as to why they're forcing us to stay at this low flight level. But it does give us the opportunity to have a nice look at the scenery outside. What a beautiful simulator this is. Lovely. We're now at cruise, checking the pressure. Is that too high of a pressure? This light has gone off. Is it too high of a pressure? Because our cabin altitude is 5,000 feet or 4,900 feet. Shouldn't it have raised up to here? Interesting. Alhamdulillah. This looks good. Awesome stuff. So, PMDG tablet. Amazing tablet. Amazing tablet. Simple, realistic. I mean, it makes you use this, which is very nice because this is what real pilots use, right? It's not as nicely put as the Phoenix one, which I appreciate, in all honesty. Performance tool, simple. It is the same. It has the um same concept as the Phoenix one. The performance tool, I do like it quite a lot. I haven't checked the landing dispatch, but landing en route. So we'll just leave it as it is now. But it did take a while to put it out, and it does only have 2 apps essentially. So I'm not too sure if they get the props for it, but it's fantastically designed. It's big, right? You can turn your head and see, you know. But they took a while. It took a while for it to come out. They're very slow, PMDG. 2 years for the Boeing to come out, right? 2 years, wasn't it? Or did it come out last year? Nah, surely. No, it didn't come out last year. It came out 2 years ago, right? Yeah, probably. And then another year for the tablet to come out. And the Phoenix, cheaper, and came out with a tablet, fully out of the box. I personally never had issues with the Phoenix. Well, Boeings are just better. So, what can we say? It's just satisfying to have like these 2 switches for the trim. If you ever had the Boeing yoke from Thrustmaster, it's probably the best buck for performance you can get. It's a very good yoke, and you can tighten it up a little bit more than the stock, and it feels very, very hefty. So we love to see it. Our top of descent is quite a while, but I do want the range rings. How do we do this? I forgot. Mm, these are basically them. Never mind. Yeah, these are fine. Terrain, that is. Yeah, we don't need the terrain or the weather because obviously it doesn't exist in Flight Simulator. So hopefully it will exist in Flight Simulator 2024. Good stuff. So we're now cruising. We can set we will set the descent data and the destination data once we come back from a little break, right? By a little break, I mean 20 minutes or 10 minutes. It's not going to be a long one. Maybe 5 to 10 minutes break, just so that we can, no, give me a minute. I'm creating some stuff. But yeah, it's just so we can, just go get a drink, go get something to accompany us with this flight. Not much to say. Lovely. Okay, so we'll go on a 5-minute break or so. I will set up a nice view for you guys to see. Whole cockpit. Or should I set up over on the right so that you can see some of the scenery as well? Yeah, some of the scenery as well should do the job. And I'll put you guys on 160 for the range. Okay, so 5 to 10 minutes break, and then we'll be back. We'll set up the destination data, and then we'll prepare for our arrival. Speak to you soon.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We are back, and we are approximately 8 nautical miles from our top of descent. So we will start our arrival preparation. (1016) from destination. We'll set the star. So we're taking. Ooh. Let's quickly turn the passenger seatbelt signs on. Quickly go back and continue. So this is our arrival, and we will be pinning that. Zooming in a little bit. We'll come from Deti, which will need to be above 3000. And the approach, we will be taking ILS Zulu. Excuse me. ILS Zulu, runway 15 left. Now, click on DES, forecast. Our QNH will be 1016. So 1016. And request descend winds. Transition level. You'll only see it from here. So it should be at the top of the chart there. Level 150, so that works just fine. Back to the approach. LS Zulu. That will be 110.1. Uplink ready. Execute. Load. So, see how this is wrong? We have to fix it. So, I'll turn the mode to ILS, and then we do 110.1. Swap it up. 110.1. And swap it up as well. Now, if you were doing the Yankee one, then that would also be wrong. So, always make sure. Sometimes it's correct, sometimes it's not. So, always make sure that you guys are setting the right stuff. So, execute that. Perfect. Now, what we need to do is go over to our landing performance. Before we do that, let's quickly go. We'll be landing runway 15 left. So this is our fix. Then we'll have a 10-mile ring and a 4-mile ring, and obviously flight deck to seam. So 28 times 3, that's 84. We'll also have an 84-mile ring. So that's our top of descent. It matches the top of descent pretty well. Fantastic. Now, course, we need to set the course as well. 152, 152, and 152. Check. Let's go do our landing performance calculation. So landing en route, import from OFB. We'll select runway 15 left. Import aircraft details and import weather. Auto brake, no, we'll use auto brake to 2. There's plenty of length on the runway, so we don't need to overuse our brakes. Our ref speed is 146 and landing weight will be 559, so 59 tons. So, minute ref, the gross weight is what we need to add here. Flap and speed, all that. Right. So we will be able to stop by 7,394 feet. And actually, let me quickly check the airport charts, because it may be that we want to brake a little bit earlier so that we can get a better exit. So let's quickly check airport. So we'll be coming in at 15 left. We obviously can't make this exit, but we should be able to make this exit, echo, and then go over back. So it's not ideal. It's not ideal, but yeah, no, I'll keep it as it is, because we'll probably be able to make this exit, in all honesty. So we're fine. Okay. Flap speed will be this one. However, let's go back to our performance tool and landing en route. Our gross weight will be 59.0. Is the gross weight the current value, though? That's what I want to know. I'm not too sure, but let's quickly check. I'm looking at a manual for this. So because essentially we want to know how to do the landing performance, right? Is it too early for us to do the landing performance? Can we do it now? Does it matter if we do it later? I need to see both when we are supposed to do it and obviously the details of how to do it. Right? And I appreciate that there isn't much you need to do. Lovely. You guys shouldn't be able to hear what I'm listening now. I'm watching a video. So yeah, this is the expected. So 59 point, yeah, so 59.1 essentially. This will be it. And VREF 146. Okay, so not much else we want to do. We'll go at flaps 30. Auto brakes 2. Or if we go auto brakes 3, will it match? Because let's go back to auto brakes 3 and calculate. No, it still is 146. This is the VREF. I'm not too sure though whether. Okay, we'll leave it as auto brakes 2. That's fine, as expected. And we will set the altitude, and we will descend to. Now I'll set the altitude based on the start of our approach. So if I've pinned it, which I haven't, but if I was to go to approach, this one here, LS Zulu 15 left, you will see that the approach starts 2400. So I should therefore be able to set 2400. Good. Before we continue, let's check our missed approach. So in case of a missed approach, we'll fly straight ahead. until 5.3 nautical miles from the airport. And we will climbing to 5,000 feet. So this is our go around altitude. Heading 045. So we'll turn left at a heading of 045, and we'll go from there. Awesome. Lovely. We have started our descent, and we are good to go. Let's quickly review our approach. So I'll set this to 10 nautical miles. Bring this over to plan. Obviously, we want to be able to see here. So let me step over all these. Let's set this to 20. As you can see, we'll be going, making a right turn all the way to the ground, and our turnaround is obviously EKITch, and then we go over to our holding intercept, and we hold here for as long as we want until we get ready for another approach. Should be a very calm approach. Let's turn the terrain data on. We didn't do this during the takeoff, but we'll do it now. Then I can instantly look and see. I've zoomed in a little bit, but still. This is our approach. Okay, so now according to our performance, according to our landing performance, rest config, yeah, we'll just no credit, yeah, we'll do auto brakes 3. Let's do that. We'll do packs on, so we'll just do auto brakes 3. That should help us slow down. However, yeah, that should help us slow down, because I want to slow down as quick as possible so that we can make the exit that we pointed out earlier, if you remember. So if I was to go to search, I should have the airport, and here pin it. Yeah, we want to make Echo 5. So touchdown, go, Echo 5. Hopefully we can make it so that we can have a quick taxi back to one of these gates. Okay, sounds good. Now what I usually do is I go and I keep it zoomed in, this map, because I use it when we land. So it may look bad right now, but I use it when we land. So we can keep this the approach chart up. So if I go to pin, this is it. You can keep this up, that's fine. Why is this on continuous? Did I turn it on continuous by mistake? That's very weird. Turn that quickly back. Okay. So, weather looks good. Weather looks good. Weather clean. Weather fantastic. Whether you want it or not, we're doing it. That's fun. Anyways, yeah, pretty clear. Few clouds. Basically nothing. Clear, hot day in the Middle East. Bunch of sand, bunch of heat. But it all makes for a beautiful approach. Which, to be honest, any approach is beautiful. I mean, I can't think of any approach I can call as non-beautiful. You know, I don't think they exist. I guess this one is higher up in the charts because of the change between sea and, you know, it's nice when you're approaching and you have a beach here instead of being full earth. No sea at all. So I guess it's nice. Let's quickly now wait for our time to start the approach. Good stuff. Still have a while. It's just nice to be back. We love it. We love to see it. Okay, so QNH. We're past. So QNH is 1016. Let's just confirm. Oh wow, there's a bit of a lag here. Let's hope this stops. But 1016. Oh, I can barely see. Okay, let me take it off standard. It's laggy, boys. 16. There we go. QNH 1016. Oh, it's pretty laggy. Probably because we're loading the the city of Kuwait. I have installed a scenery. That's a free scenery from flightsim.to. It's probably the only one you can find for Kuwait. There's two versions, and I downloaded the latest one, pretty much. Now it's loading. Probably that's what's doing our head in with the frames. Oh wow, it's pretty laggy. Let's see. If it gets too laggy and too jittery, then we'll just not. We'll go to an alternate airport. Don't ask me where. Not too sure. Let's turn on the airports. We can go here. Why not? Let's see what the flight plan says for alternate airports. Flight plan here. Should be in the routing, right? Yeah. OEDF. Oh, the frames are back. That's fine. Probably was the load that did it. Okay, so we're passing 105. Lights can come on now. Just turn all of them on. I'm not sure if we need to turn on the engines over to ignition, to continuous engine mode switches. I don't think so. I think we should. Yeah, we'll turn to continuous. Awesome stuff. The frames are good now as well, so couldn't be happier. We should soon be visual with the airport. Must be somewhere over there. Oh, there's a ship down there. There is a ship down there. Oh, nice. That must be somewhere around here. I'll just make it big. Oh, that looks like, one runway taxiway, the middle, the other runway. Could be it. Could be it. It's always nice when you have low settings. You just try to guess which bad drawing could be the airport, and if you're right, you're smart. Anyways, yeah, must be that one, right? Or this one. Wait, what's our heading? 3, no, 3, 4. So we need to turn a little bit more. Yeah, so this makes sense. Let's see. It will load soon. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty pumped to see, because I didn't have time to test the scenery I downloaded. So the first time I downloaded it, I installed it incorrectly. Then I checked and I saw that I had to basically what I did wrong was I put the entire folder inside the community folder of MSFS, but I had to extract the folders from within and put them in the community folder inside MSFS. So I'm not sure if that made a difference, and I haven't checked. So we're bound to be either pleasantly surprised or horribly destroyed in this light. Yeah, this seems like an airport. Oh yeah, that's an airport. Should be another runway. We're lagging a little bit. I'm expecting for us to have a little bit of a lag moving into this, because obviously it has to load all the new scenery that I haven't cached from before. But it is a daytime flight, which is very nice, to say the least. Obviously, if you guys are enjoying the stream, go ahead and press the like. There we go. That's the airport. Yeah, and that's the runway we should be landing on, right? There's a 15 left. We'll be coming in this way, so this should be it. We're a bit slow. I'll let PMDG handle that. We are on descent path. So you see, so in the Airbus you see the descent path here. In the Boeing you see it there. This is the localizer. Oh yeah. I have to say, the scenery hasn't really loaded. I remember I had buildings when I flew over with a Cessna yesterday. But we'll have to see. Maybe when we get lower to the ground, closer to the airport, we'll see a bit more. For now, we'll just chill. We're prepped pretty much. Our pressures look normal. You essentially want a reverse L. That's why before, when it was like a straight, I was questioning it. But I need to also double check to see whether that was normal or not. We're experiencing some winds, that's for sure. Yeah, some buildings are popping up now. Over there. Quite a dense area. But it is a beautiful approach. I mean, I have some things upcoming, inshallah wa ta'ala. I have some things upcoming. Next week, we'll have a very nice special stream. It will be Ramadan themed. I know we haven't spoken about Ramadan much this stream, but we'll end with this. You guys need to make sure that you do good deeds during this month. It is a blessed month, and you are rewarded by a lot more, right? I don't remember exactly the number. 70 times, I think. Now, good thing is not to just do goodness in this month, right? The better thing is to create good habits in this month that will carry on until next year, right? This month is a month where you can renew your aqidah, faith, knowledge. You know, it's time. There's a lot of time given around worshipping, and you should take advantage of it. And I should all Muslims, and may Allah help us to do so. May Allah accept it from us. Allahumma ameen. So it's 30 days. Do as much good as you can. Take the time out of your free time to do goodness. Okay, we're doing these flights one flight a week. It's not too long. It is very nice, right? But other than that, you have to focus on your aqidah, on your acts of worship, and may Allah accept it from us, and may Allah help us do more. But you also need to focus on making good habits that will last long. It is all good to say that, oh, Ramadan comes in, I have to be a good Muslim, and you will be rewarded for your intentions around that. But you need to make sure that you create habits that are long lasting, and long lasting habits create character, and character creates a person who has boundaries. And you'll have boundaries, you have a good character, and you'll be able to lead your families the best way possible. So may Allah accept it from us, and may Allah guide us through this, and may Allah make us amongst those who are successful in this life and the hereafter. Allahumma ameen. And let's get on with the landing, right? Okay, I'll do flaps 1. Yeah, there we go. We get some buildings now. They don't look great, I'm not going to lie, but, you know, they're big. They're big buildings. Kuwait is a very beautiful country. Right. Very beautiful country. See the power lines there. Okay, let's get prepped up for landing. So, we have lights on. We're close to landing. We're about, what, 10 minutes away from touchdown? So, let's see. Quickly. I'm texting a friend. Guess he wants to see the landing. I'll quickly go outside the aircraft and enjoy the scenery. Very nice. Very beautiful. I wonder what this is. Probably some factories here. Factories, big buildings, then neighborhoods over here and over there, and obviously the main city. Probably is right there with all the, and it's very nice. It's a seaside city. If you get on top of that tower, probably you'll be able to see quite a very stunning scenery. There is our shadow as well, and we also have a stadium over there, which is also nice. Indeed, a very beautiful city. The air is very interesting. We're having a tailwind, so we'll need to watch for a right wind on landing, but it does fluctuate quite a lot. I mean, I doubt wind fluctuates this much in real life, right? Surely, right? Unless we're just having turbulence. If it's turbulence, then okay, it makes sense. Well, you know. I am using NVIDIA AI resolution, super resolution, so it doesn't look as clean, but it does help with frames quite a lot. We're very low. we should be making a right turn over here. There we go. Okay, I've started the recording as well. I didn't realize for the past couple of streams that I had to manually start the recording. But I did. So I actually only have the footage uploaded on YouTube, and I don't have it uploaded, well, saved in my computer, which I guess I don't really want it to be saved either, because obviously I want to make some edits in the future, inshallah, and we have some plans coming up which you will know about when the time is right. But yeah, beautiful city, fantastic city. Wow, look at it. I wonder if you're flying in, you have a lot of, it's good that there is sea around the city, because obviously imagine you fly over and then, you know, you lose an engine or something, you can probably miss those and go into the water. You probably have enough lift to go, because you're flying around this area at any altitude. You probably have enough. But yeah, we still have a right tailwind, so it will be a crosswind. This is our runway over there, I believe, or this one. Doesn't seem to be very visible. Yeah, probably this one actually. No, this one. Would have started the turn by now if it was the other one. Okay, so put it to 10 nautical miles now. We have localizer alive. Very beautiful approach. Nice city. Very well designed, very well made. Obviously, what do you expect from Middle Eastern countries? They always have these big, nice buildings. Allahumma barik. So, okay. We have. Okay, we can now set flaps 10. Flaps 5, sorry. Or is it 10 until it starts complaining? Not too sure. But, nevertheless, my aircraft. It will be a hard approach to fly. But we will start descending. Oh wow. Need to start descending now. I have to set near idle for us to. Yeah, we can descend fast right now. I don't really mind it. But we do need some gear soon. So I'll get ahead of the before we reach the 4 nautical mile path. 4 nautical mile marker. I'll now level off a little bit. But I still need to trim the aircraft. Okay, so gear down. Flaps 15. And will help us slow down the aircraft. Let's make sure our descent rate is not too high. I need to set the trim properly. And we are having a right crosswind. We're near speeding. So I need to slow us down quite a lot. Oh wow, the descent path is very, very narrow. Could it be that we picked the wrong ILS approach? Not too sure. But I have to very quickly. I know I'm over descending now. Obviously the aircraft shouldn't be descending this much in the approach with the gear extended. Maximum is 1000. However, it seems like I'm pretty high on the path. So I want to slow down now. I want to slow down my descent rate. And obviously as we go you have to always trim the Boeing. But it's nice to have, it's a much smoother approach than the Airbus. It is a much smoother approach than the Airbus. Although still not the best approach. Still, we need to stay on profile, right? So we're lower. Three reds. It's quite hard to see what the glide slope is, to be honest with you. Okay, so flaps to landing position. We're fine. We're fine. Let's go now. We're ballooning a little bit. That's fine. Okay. See, there's two sets of pappies, so it was hard for me to see. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Yeah, right. So as you can see, the scenery has two parts. Oh no. Close. Touchdown.
Easy does it, Captain.
What was that? That was an interesting going to 80 knots. Manual braking. 60 knots. Reverse is off. Okay. Better get going now because we have until Echo 5, but we will be able to get Echo 5, I believe. Yeah. Echo 3 it says on here. Oh wow, the frames are... Oh no. I can't see. Oh no, why are the frames so low? It was fine before. It was just fine. Not too sure why. Well, we can go up to 30. So now I'll just slow down again for... So the touchdown wasn't bad. We touched down a bit late, but obviously we also have issues with the runway. I'll need to take a look into why this is, and it may be that I just removed the scenery in total. But it's pretty laggy. Why is it so laggy? Okay. So flaps are up. Uh-oh. Okay. There was a hump. I'll stop the aircraft completely because the frames are unbearable. It's horrible. It is so horrible. I'm looking at the stream now, and wow. These guys on the stream, you guys are still on the runway. Maybe the recording messed it all up. I've stopped the recording now. Let's see if you guys can. Wow. Okay, that was a laggy landing. Wow, that was horrible. Horrible of a landing. Horrible of a landing. Horrible of a viewing experience. Right. Well, the show must go on. We shall move ahead. Turn landing lights off. Turn the APU on. And obviously move the auto brake. Okay. Wow, this is horrible. The frame rate is horrible. You're on the ground. You should be able to hear me just fine, but this is horrible frame rate. I should remove the scenery. And apologies for the laggy landing. Couldn't control much of it. For me, it wasn't laggy at all until midway through the runway. It started doing this frame drop, but on touchdown it was fine. So, not exactly sure what has happened. I mean, it's not like it's rocket science. My PC is just not as strong as it needs to be to carry all of it, so it's not that deep, in all honesty. Right. Due to the lagginess, I'm not going to be doing all the required checklists. We'll just get it on the stand and turn it off and just say goodbye, because, yeah, it is too much to worry about it now. Maybe this is causing issue. Wait a minute. It's a little bit better now. No way that was the reason. Was that the reason? Is that zoom level the reason?
I do need to see my what taxiway I'm on. Hold up now. I need to go all the way to the end, that's what I know. I see that airplane over there, we'll go close to it, that's all. Rather the disappointing landing. Okay, now that the frames are a bit better, we'll turn off our stuffs and terrain off. Degas off. Flaps are up. Auto brakes off. Speed brake disarmed. APU is available. Okay, looks good. Nice F-18s. I do apologize, guys, for this. It's still a little bit laggy, but not as laggy. Well, we made it to Kuwait. A very beautiful country. Very beautiful airport. Next flight, we will be going to an undisclosed location, but you can guess for yourselves. The information I'll give you is that it will be a Ramadan-based stream, inshallah. Nothing too crazy. Obviously, we're not celebrating anything because it's not from the Sunnah, but the idea will be around Ramadan-based, you know, much like the khutbahs on Friday during Ramadan become Ramadan-based. And I was going pretty fast there, but I'm disorientated by the low frames, I have to say. The turning rate is horrible, but you know, we live with it. It's still the taxiing is way better. It's more responsive than the Airbus. Obviously, Phoenix I'm talking about. Obviously, probably the Airbus is like that in real life. That's why they've modeled it like this. So 2E7. Is that a Dreamliner 787? Because I know they run the 787s. We'll go over there, so we still have quite distance to cover. Well, we're very slow on approach as well. We slowed down a lot. We slowed down very much. We still didn't hit the ground hard though. But I do need the landing calculator. I need something to tell us our feet per minute. It worked. How do I say it? The overlay does work, but not fully. That's why I'm hesitant on using it. Right? So we'll make a right turn over here. And instantly a left turn over to 5, gate 5. All right. Approaching our frames. Next light so that we're not blinding anyone. And I'll let it roll. And we'll stop right here. Perfect. Parking brake set. APU available. Checked. APU gen on. Engines shut down. And this is us. Okay, we've arrived. We can request deboarding. Not using the camera, using GSX. Apologies for this. Yep, the boarding has been requested. And we have the jetway there, so that should prompt the jetway to come through. It will still be taller, or not. Actually, this seems a little bit better aligned. Let's see how it turns out to be. Door is opening. Yeah, this one is aligning correctly, as you can see. You see? Yeah, that's correctly aligning. And it wasn't aligning correctly yesterday when I did this sector. But now it's aligning correctly, so it's fine. Is Abdul Hakim with us? Where has he gone? We've lost him. I miss him. Let's go over. Request ground power. And once this is available, we'll turn it on and stop wasting our fuel. There we go. Ground power available and APU off. Anti-collision off. These need to go to steady. And that will be it. That will be it. They're all deboarding nicely now. And that will be it. Alhamdulillah, we made it. Very beautiful. The landing was horrible. You guys, it froze on you, pretty much. There is a lot of delay, I would say, between us and the stream right now. But we have, alhamdulillah, we're on the ground now, so that's fine. Okay. Lovely stuff. Now, next week, join us. We'll be again doing a nice live stream where we'll be flying another sector. Now the sector will remain disclosed until the time of the stream. We do know where we're going. Obviously, most of you can tell. We should have probably done the next week's sector this week, but we'll see. It's fine. We're 1 week late, so what? Okay. So, alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Landing was, again, horrible. Put my hands up for that. We have a lot of performance issues to overcome over the next few months. So stay tuned, because inshallah there is great things coming with this channel and this brand in general. And may Allah make it easy for us to move forward. So, with that said, I hope you guys have a nice Ramadan. Take advantage of the gift you have from Allah, who allowed you to live for another one. We need to be grateful for this. So, may Allah also help us do good in this month and create habits that will be lasting for the years to come. وَلَقُولُ قَوْلِ هَذَا وَاسْتَغْفِرُ اللَّهَ وَلِي وَلَكُمْ فَاسْتَغْفِرُوا إِنَّ اللَّهَ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.